Take number 1, podcast episode, I don't even know.
1918.
1918. All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. I can't do this. Okay, ready? One more time. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to It's a Win-Win Podcast. If you're a returning subscriber watching another podcast, welcome back to the channel. It's so good to have you. If you're a new viewer, first-time viewer, welcome to the channel. My name is Tommy Nguyen.
And I'm Sophie Nguyen.
And we're a married couple who moved out here to Silicon Valley. And prior to moving out here, we didn't have any family out here and we didn't know anybody out here. And since then, Sophie and I have started a business together and we found a community that we just absolutely love.
And that's why we started this podcast. It's a win-win podcast because we know what it feels like to feel alone, to not have community. And I feel like right now, a lot of us are feeling that way. I think it varies from state to state and where you live in the U.S. or if you're not in the U.S. But for us, it's been really an interesting year where we haven't been around our community very much at all. And it's about to hit a year basically this month or next month.
Yeah, in about a month or two. It's going to be 1 full year since the pandemic.
Yep. And so we created this podcast so you can come and hang out with us, feel connected. We share our lives, our stories with you. And some of you are also sharing your lives and your stories with us through DMs, through the comments. And so that has been amazing. And if you guys are listening on Apple Podcasts, thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast because I know some people just want to listen and not always watch. So shout out to you. We see you.
Oh, yeah. So today, the topic, well, actually, before we get into all of that, I just want to ask, how are you guys doing right now? For those of you who are watching or listening, just reflect on, how's your day going? How's your evening going? If you're watching over the weekend, how's your weekend going? Or what are you looking forward to this weekend?
Yeah, let us know how you guys are doing. I would say we had an interesting week. And so that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this podcast, because I would say, in our last podcast, we talked about how it's important to think about the wins, think about the good things that have happened in the week and in the day, because that makes this time we're living in a lot more enjoyable and easier. Before we begin, I'm going to open my drink of choice today. So if you guys are listening or watching on YouTube, you guys should grab a drink, grab some snacks, whatever you want. I just ate some ice cream right before this, and I'm drinking LaCroix. Let me know, do you guys like sparkling water? Yes or no? I know some people in my family do not like it at all.
Yeah, I think most people do not like sparkling water, but I would say we like sparkling water.
I think I love sparkling water.
I just like it. I don't love it.
I love it.
I just like regular water and milkshakes. This is just water, by the way, not a milkshake. I wish it was a vanilla milkshake.
I'm not going to swallow in the mic just for... I don't know if you guys noticed, but every single time I drink while we're filming the podcast, I never swallow into the mic. You're welcome.
No MSR. Sorry, guys. People.
ASMR.
ASMR. So I said right?
No.
ASMR.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's dive in.
So let's dive right into it. I understand during this pandemic, a lot of us are going through challenges with isolation. And that's even the introverts. We're just going through this rough time. Yeah. And people are feeling isolated. They're feeling like they just don't know what to do. And it's just a weird feeling, right?
Yeah.
And for us last week it was a rainy week. And if you live in Silicon Valley in this area, you know that we rarely get rain. In the wintertime, it's probably the only time we really get rain, and that's not very much rain. I would say last week was a good amount of rain. It rained for a couple of days.
Yeah. I mean, we are used to living in the Midwest where we get all 4 seasons, and we have been through every single type of weather condition ever. And so we're used to hard rainfall, sprinkles,
severe
it's
thunderstorm. Yeah.
But here, it's rained pretty hard. That was the first time I noticed. I was like, okay, this is I get why people are driving a little bad right now.
And our family is probably laughing at us. Our family who's watching this right now, man, that's nothing. Because really, the rain here, it's not that big of a deal.
It's so easy. It's a sprinkle in reality. But people act like they don't know how to drive because they don't ever drive in rain. So I can't even get mad about it.
Actually, what's funny, what I've noticed living here, when it rains, people talk about it.
I know. It's
Like,
so,
hey guys, you guys see it's raining out there? I'm like, yeah, I
yeah.
see it. It's water falling from the sky.
But what I will say is that the rain makes me feel a little more tired, not as motivated. I love the sun. I love sunset, sunrise, all that. And so with the rain, my mood, I just felt like changed so much.
Yeah, it really did. And
Yeah.
I mean, even in addition to the rain, we just had a lot of work last week as well, just to get done. So we knew each day it was just gonna be a packed day, full of work, full of meetings, and then just full of, doing the actual work itself.
Yeah, I had a lot of meetings, and I personally am the type who doesn't love meetings. I don't know anyone that loves meetings, maybe people who are more extroverted like meetings. But for me, meetings can drain my energy. I could work all day and be fine, but when I'm talking to people, having to like get ready for my call, make sure we're not too loud, Tommy's not too loud in the back of my Zoom call. There's so many factors with that I think it actually kind of drains me more. So I had significantly more meetings that like last week, and I don't know, it depends. Like, I'm talking to people that I love. I love working with my team. I love my people. My clients are amazing. But for some reason, the rain and everything mixed, I just felt exhausted. Like, I just kind of didn't really feel any good. Like, I was in a good mood for the rest of the day.
Yeah. And I think just with everything combined together with the weather and then just with the loads of work, it really weighed us down. And what we realized, we were talking about it, recently and just reflecting back on our week, like, why did we feel like that? And each day was kind of the same routine. It was eat, sleep, and work, eat, sleep, and work.
Eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep,
And
work.
that was pretty much just the routine that we had every day that week, right?
Yeah, which is, I mean, we have tried our best to not make this whole pandemic a drag, because obviously feels like forever, but we try to do things that we're looking forward to, try to have some sort of routine where we do get out of the house. I can stay in the house like for the full day, maybe here and there, maybe once or twice a
Would
week.
you say you're getting a little stir crazy?
A little bit. And we love where we live. I was talking to my mom on the phone, and she was like, oh yeah, I just stay home. It's like 17 degrees outside. It's freezing. I don't want to leave. Valid. But I'm like, at least you have a house. You can go to 2 different living rooms. You have a dedicated dining room. You have the man cave, which is the garage, my brother's garage. She has her bedroom. She could use different bathrooms if she wants to. Midwest life. You know what I mean?
Just different bathrooms.
Yeah, like
funny.
for us, we don't have that. So I sometimes actually do feel stir crazy, even though I love where we live.
Yeah, I think it's hard to, and I don't know if it depends on the size of your place. Like, I don't think so personally.
Yeah.
I think it's just more being in just one area, one place for a significantly long amounts of time,
Yeah.
which you just want to get out. You want to go do something. And with the pandemic, a lot of things are closed. And really, I think our emotions are just on a roller coaster. You get the really high highs, and then you get the really low lows. So it's like, man, things are opening back up. Great. Things shut back down again. Man, like, this really sucks. Things open back up, and then like you're like, this is great, but then you don't really have a lot of hope either because it's shut down before. You may think it might shut down again.
Yeah, our outdoor dining just opened.
Like, yeah, not too long ago.
Yeah, days
Like
ago.
last week.
Yeah, and so that was like, oh my gosh, finally, things are looking up. We don't have to be so afraid of this ICU capacity being below 15%. Like, that actually gave me a lot of hope. So I felt like I started the week really in a high note. Excuse me. I started the week on a really high note, and then we went on a walk with our friend that we talked about in the last podcast, and that just made me feel so happy. And then the rest of the week just was awful to me.
It was just like blah.
Blah. It was just storming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So the reason why we talk about this too is because we basically wanted to share with you guys what we think the solution could have been to us being down in the dumps.
Yeah, I think it was more like a realization, right?
Yeah.
We don't know if this is if it's the one solution that's going to fit everyone's situation, but we found that what we realized, what we became aware of, this can be something that's very helpful for for at least the both of us, and hopefully for you guys too who are watching and listening right now. And you want to share what that is, what we learned last week?
Yep. So the biggest thing that we noticed is we did not have anything to look forward to. Like Tommy said, work, sleep, eat, work, sleep, eat, work, sleep, eat. I mean, I tried to even get into regular clothes that were not pajamas just so I could not do the whole work, sleep, eat and then wear the same thing all day. I felt like I was just stuck in this routine. I had nothing to look forward to. I was just like, oh, it's going to rain. It's freezing. I really don't even want to go out. And we didn't do much.
Yeah, and I think there too, that was a challenge, right? We wanted to go out. We wanted to look forward to something and do something. But at the same time, we didn't want to go out because it was rainy and cold.
Yeah, and my family's going to think, I just know, because we have, like I said, we lived in all seasons, lake effect, snow, everything crazy, freezing, below freezing temperatures. You know what I mean? And now living here in California for like, I don't know how many years now, 4 years, 5.
Coming on 5 years.
Your body adjusts to the temperature. And I wish I could say that 50 degrees is warm, because back then it would have been.
It's like shorts, t-shirts and shorts back in the Midwest.
Yeah, like a big little thick sweater and some shorts and, call it a day.
Yeah.
But I felt really cold this week. Like I did not want to go out at all.
I think it's a different kind of cold out here.
It's because
It's a different type of cold in the Midwest.
It's because our body adjusted.
Yeah, I feel like I adjusted like the first 6 months.
Yeah. So we didn't have anything to look forward to. So we want to ask you guys, what, if you have at all felt this way, even if it's not because of the weather, maybe you're just in a funk and you can't get out of it. Analyze your day. What do you have to look forward to?
Yeah, and I think with what Sophie is saying, looking forward to something, I think you have to be intentional about it, because she asked, what are you looking forward to today or this weekend or the next couple of days? And maybe you're thinking right now, like, what am I looking forward to? And if you can't think of something, create something. You have to find that opportunity, create that opportunity to look forward to something, whether that's, an interest, a hobby, something you want to learn, something you want to try for the first time.
Yep.
Create something where you can look forward to it. And that's going to really change the outlook of your day, of your mood, and just how you're feeling overall.
Yes. So Dunkin' Donuts is nearby, and they had something on the app that was like free coffee every Wednesday or something months ago. And that was my Wednesday thing. I looked forward to getting my free coffee at Dunkin' every single week. Even if I didn't want to drink it that day, I would save it and drink it the next day. And just get a free black coffee. And I feel like that was so nice in that time. And what I'm realizing is the things you look forward to change throughout this crazy time, pandemic.
Yeah. I mean, you could be looking forward to something different every single day. Like one day it could be this, the next day it could be that.
One thing that I was looking forward to months ago, and it's kind of died down a little bit for me, was when Jeannie Mai and Mama Mai would upload a new episode of Hello Hane on the YouTube channel every Thursday, I believe. On Thursday, I knew I could expect a new episode from Jeannie and Mama Mai, and it was something I always looked forward to, because I'm very much like a show person. I love watching shows, YouTube, This Is Us. We've talked about this. I feel like I'm very passionate about my shows, and I am, right?
You
and
are.
so those are the things I look forward to. And what I realized this week is, even though I had All American is a show that we love to watch. They just came back. If you guys
on Netflix.
No, CW.
Oh, CW. My bad.
Yeah. It probably will be up on Netflix once the season's completely done. But we're watching it episode by episode, and I'm like, man, I always look forward to All American. Like, why am I still feeling all weird? Like, it was so temporary of something to look forward to. So I felt like I had to be more intentional and just being like, after work, I'm going to watch All American. I'm so excited, because what happened was I was watching All American and I would just go back to working afterwards. Like, I just felt like I couldn't stop working because I'm just at home all day and I have a lot of stuff to do. And that is not how you should live. I don't think.
Yeah, it's hard to, I think, thinking back to it now, and a lot of the times we always had something we did look forward to. You shared some of your things, which is TV shows like you like to watch after work, right? You get your work done, and then you get to look forward to like watching the show and just relaxing and unwinding.
And I don't have Tommy talk to me.
Oh yeah, no, I have to leave or.
Or basically he puts his noise canceling headphones on, as I'm wearing right now. And
it's like, it's her alone time. It's the space that we give each other, even though we're not physically spaced like away from each other. It's more like I don't talk to her, and she has her alone time.
Because we live together, we work together, we do every single thing together, and we love that. And we're both introverted. And so I think understanding that our alone time is important. And so if Tommy he likes me going surfing with him, but like, I don't know, when he does his own things, working out or whatever, I don't try to bother him. Or if he's watching his tech YouTubers and watching camera videos and all this stuff, I just let him do his thing. Yeah. And for me, we were like on that common.
We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
On the same wave. We understand each other.
Yeah.
And for me, so she shared that. For me, I look forward to going surfing every weekend or at least once a week. That's my goal this year, is to go out to the ocean once a week to go surfing, because it's just a personal goal of mine to significantly improve my surfing. And that's something I look forward to. And similar to her shows, I watch these YouTube surfers, professional surfers who
Have YouTube
vlog and have
channels.
YouTube channels. And these guys are amazing. And they live in Hawaii. And it's always super motivating for me to watch them. And one thing I look forward to almost every day is working out. I
Yeah.
usually like to work out in the mornings, but lately I've been working out after work, and it's
Yeah.
something that I look forward to because it's a goal that I have, is to train while I'm out of the water. So when I get into the water, I'm a better surfer, and I would watch their YouTube vlogs and work out at the same time. And it's just been a small thing I've been looking forward to. And it doesn't have to be this big thing you look forward to,
Right.
right? It can just be the smallest thing. Maybe after I work, I get to drink a Coke, whatever it may be, for you.
Yeah, boba. That is one thing. I mean, I try not to like reward myself with food because I don't know. I'm trying to not do that as much because I realized a lot last year. I was like, I deserve this. And I was getting boba, I mean, like almost every day, which is really not good for you. And we were looking at our budgeting and it was like 7 leaves, 7 leaves, 7 leaves, 7 leaves. I was like, oh my gosh, I should not be drinking this much boba. And so I'm working on not treating myself or like I deserve these things. I'm just like, if I feel like drinking it, I'm going to drink it, versus like phrasing it as I deserve this. I worked so hard. I'm going to go get it. And to me, coffee and boba, those things are treats to me. Like I look forward to them. It's a fun experience. And I don't know, you guys know I'm a coffee enthusiast. I love my drinks as much as I love my shows. That's why I'm talking about my LaCroix and things. I just am passionate about that stuff. And so I feel like when I say, okay, once I'm finished with work, once I'm done, what I'm going to look forward to is going to get boba with my friends or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I think one more bonus thing, along with looking forward to something, is changing it up. Like Sophie mentioned earlier, if you're feeling in a funk, if you're feeling just in the slumps, just change up your routine.
Yeah.
Change up, maybe you commute to work, maybe you still drive to work, change up the route you take, or change up maybe the time you go, maybe just 5-minute difference. It could make a big difference. I know in the Bay Area, it makes a huge difference if you leave, 5 minutes after, 5 minutes before. Just the traffic patterns. I don't know how much that changed now. It still may have some effect. Or maybe you get a certain coffee drink. Maybe change up the coffee drink you get.
Yeah.
Or, whatever it may be. Just change it up just a little bit to get you, maybe hopefully get you out of that funk.
Yeah, I love that because our friend, when we went on a walk with him, he asked us to go in the middle of the day. I mean, like, straight middle of the
At
day.
noon.
I would have never, I would have done it before COVID because I would have meetings at all different times of the day and things like that. But during COVID times, I never would just stop work midday just to go on a walk. But it was the best thing ever. The best part was it switched up my routine and it had me moving my body in a time where I'm normally very kind of groggy and tired. It's like midday. I just ate a big lunch and I'm kind of like a little groggy. So that change like instantly spruced up my mood, Tommy's mood, and our friend's mood. We all were like, whoa, this is amazing. Like we got this blood flow going. It's like middle of the day. Normally I'm starting to drag a little bit.
Yeah. So we call those one-to-ones, where we go and we meet with people. Sometimes it's with clients. Sometimes it's with industry partners, whoever it may be, or, people that are friends that we know. And it was my first time doing a walk and talk, a walking one-to-one. And it was great. It was amazing to go just to walk around, not only stretch out our legs, but also still connect with, the relationships that mean a lot to us.
Yeah. And that was right before the crazy, crazy rain. And so I just felt very thankful for that. And so I feel like switching up your routine is so important. Like I found this girl on YouTube, her name is Caroline, and she does these amazing workout videos. And before, I'm used to working out in a gym and lifting weights and similar, I guess you call it like bodybuilding, weightlifting type of routines. And so I've completely switched up how I've been working out. And that has brought me so much joy. I used to love working out and I just like lost the love for it. And now I switched that up and now I'm starting to look forward to working out now, where I'm like, I can see changes in my body. I'm being consistent. I'm on a program with this girl on YouTube. And I don't know, I just feel like it's so important to switch things up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we understand that during this pandemic, isolation has challenged many of us, if not the majority of us. And even though I do have Sophie with me every day, it still can be kind of hard, right? Even just seeing our friends, even just getting that alone time, right? Like our own time, separate from each other. And so we hope that today this episode can help you in some way if you're feeling in the slumps, that you can change your routine up, or maybe create some type of opportunity to find something to look forward to in this time.
Little pieces of joy. If you guys have any suggestions, please text us, DM us, comment on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube, because I think everyone could use help on ideas, on small ways to change up your day, small ways to see the wins, and have something to look forward to. So,
and I love that you said pieces of joy. So the challenge here this week for those of you who are watching or listening is find that pocket of joy every day. Each day, try to find your pocket of joy and just, really spend time in that.
I don't have my pocket of joy today yet because we've just been working, and I guess working out, but that's something different. I'm like, today's sunny. I want to go shopping or get boba or just do something.
We're gonna go on a walk after this, and that's
nice
gonna be
myself.
our pocket of joy.
Yeah, and it's time together, but outside of the house.
Yeah.
And I have makeup on today. It's a good day.
Oh yeah, it's a good day. That's a mindset too. Gotta have the attitude that it's gonna be a good day.
Yeah.
Today's a good day to have a good day.
Yep. Well, we want to thank you guys so much for watching this episode of It's a Win-Win Podcast. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it. It was a little different. And I think it's just important for us, how we feel on this podcast, to be honest with you guys. And at some points of the week, I was like telling Tommy, I'm just so irritated. He was just like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know. I just feel so irritated right now. Like, I just don't want to do anything. I just want to work and just go to bed.
Yep. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching or listening. And if you're on YouTube and you want to continue watching, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell to be the first one notified when we upload our latest videos.
We have more coming out, not only the podcast, but more videos.
Oh yeah. We're brewing up a bunch of new ideas, and we want to get those out just as maybe as vlogs, whatever that may look like. But we're really excited for that. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you are, you're amazing. And then give us a rating if you haven't. That really helps us make our content better, create better content for you guys. And same thing with YouTube, actually, in the comments. Let us know what you would like to see. Continue to DM us, continue to text us. We love the engagement. We love connecting with you guys. So we hope this episode was helpful for you. Hopefully in this time, it can help you in one way or the other. And like we said, this is not a one size fits all. It may not work for you. It may work a little bit, but I just, I really challenge you just to give it a try.
Yeah.
And so this is a win-win podcast where we upload an episode every single Wednesday. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Tommy Win.
And I'm Sophie Win.
And this is a win-win podcast. See you next week.
Bye,
Peace.
guys. Cut.